Welcome to Trez unboxing. So I've never shown this kind of video before, so let's see what's inside the box and how it's laid out. First thing we got is the island board, the main board. It is 8 by 7 spaces, and you can see how it's recessed about 1/4 of an inch. Each one of the tiles is about a 1/16 inch thick. So these 3/16 for tiles and 1/16 left over for the rim of the grid. It's all made out of hardwood, and I made this a long time ago. Still is great shape. Okay, we got the logbook here where I record my plays sometimes. I've got several books of these, probably at least 100 logs of plays in its final form. Got some turn summary or play summary cards. I really don't use these because they're not that great. They're just text. But just in case somebody wants one as they play their first game, they can look at this for their typical rules. This is the tile distribution sheet, which I've shown before, and it shows the quantities of different tile types per player count. We got the shuffling bags for the tiles for setup. I got 3, 3rd level, 2nd level, 1st level, but the way we do it now, you really only need 1 bag. So I still got all 3 of them in here. Alright, so we got the dummy deck. We got 32 cards, all 8 directions several times, and dummy movement chart. All this has been talked about before. This is just the first time you see all the components in the same box. We got right here, we got a nice box for first, second, and third level tiles for a 2-player game. And they come out of there nice and neat. You just throw them in the bag and shuffle them per level. Got the little cutouts here for your fingers so you can actually grab them. Yeah. Got the treasure chest right here. It stores the player pawns handy, right? They just fit inside, so that's how we store the player pawns. And of course, always keep the treasure chest coin, $3,000 coin, in there. Got a container here for blockout tiles. We have 14 of these. A 2-player game would use all 14 of these. You would block out that column and that column. And for a 3-player game, you just use 7 of these and block out 1 column of spaces. And for a 4-player, you wouldn't use any blockout tiles because you're using the whole board. We got the indicator disc right here. And these are double lock indicators, triple lock indicators, the question mark disc, and the treasure chest disc. These are very necessary. You put the treasure chest disc down on the very last first level coin tile showing. Question mark disc you put down before that. You put it question mark disc down on the last 2 first level coin tiles, indicating that one of those will become the treasure chest. These are wild tiles that I use sometimes in the 4-player game. These go into the trash bin, and I'm not sure if I like them or not. The 4-player seems to be kind of low on regular item tiles, so I was throwing in extra item tiles in there in a preset up in the trash. But I'm probably not going to use those anymore. At the trash bin, former pill organizer. We got a container here for the 4-player add-in tiles. And we also have the same thing here, 3-player tiles. So if you play in a 3-player game, you use all the tiles in here. Plus you add in the 3-player tiles, you know, 3rd level, 2nd level, and 1st level. And then if you want to do the 4 players, in addition to the 3 players, you throw in the 4-player tiles into the shuffling bags. Then we have the individual player boards called the backpack boards. We got the orange player here with indicator on the 4 corners what color you are. And then the rest of this is the exact same on all the other boards. You can see this is inner part is wooden. This outer part is cardboard glued onto it. And it's because the wooden part is, you know, several decades old. And that's before I added these other things around here to expand the gameplay beyond just collecting the key and the gems. So now we've got vertical, collecting trap to trap the valuable animals, and we got the fruit that I added on, and then we got the hexagons written on the item spaces so to indicate that's where you put your gems when you dig it up with an item of the same color and level. Now we got the orange, the green, the blue, and the red. It all fits in this box right here. On the back of the box I have taped on there the sell sheet that I have right now. And the sell sheet, it needs to be completely redone, but I just did this before I really knew what I was doing. It explains the components, the gameplay example that you go by text and icons here on the picture, and it tells you all the different types of combination of moves and collections you can do. And this box right here was a Triopoly game box. My brother, a long time ago, knew I was in the game, so he got me Triopoly, which is 3 times as long as regular Monopoly. It's got 3 boards you stack on top of one another, and you got 3 paths you can go around, so it makes the game even longer, even more chaotic. And so I never played Triopoly, but the box fit this perfectly. This board here, this player board here, I mean the main board here, used to be 8x8. So it used to be have another row right here. It was 8x8, and this box was also another 1.5 inches out. So the 8x8 board fit in here perfectly without me adjusting the size of this box whatsoever. But when I decided to cut a row off, because the 4-player game seemed to work pretty good with an 8x7 instead of an 8x8, so I was able to save amount of tiles that had to fill up that. I got a smaller board, smaller box, it'd be lighter, and it make copies be easier to make. So the going from 8x8 to 8x7 was a good choice. And that's why on the on the top of the box, that's why this is cut off right here. It used to go all the way down. You saw the whole board here, and that was the extra 1.5 inches to fit the larger board size. But cut that off, that's all right, it still looks good. And I made this a long time ago, like 20 years ago or something like that. And it's like that on the sides. This is the old layout on the bottom of the board of the colors scheme. And I changed that because I decided I need maximum connectivity of the same colors on the bottom of the board. So if the bottom of the board is being exposed a lot, that means a lot of tiles have been taken. The game is taking a long time to get to that point where the bottom of the board is exposed a lot. So if you got maximum connectivity of the colors on the bottom of the board, that will enable your later turns to be better and quicker, because you can get really far on the board, and that'll speed the end of the game up. So that turned out really cool when I created a new design for the bottom of the board. This is how it used to be. So it's good to be put on the box, because you can't use this to cheat, because the bottom of the board is different than this now. All right, I think that's all the components. And right here, I was tinkering around with solo mode, and I had these little tick marks on here, so where the solo dummy player would have to move through. But once I got this deck done with the arrows, where the dummy player just moves a straight line, I didn't have to fool with that anymore. This turned out to be the best way to go. Okay, that's about it. And I'm going to make another video here pretty soon of a setup, alone, setup by itself video. And then I'm going to make another video where it's going to be a 4-player speed run. I'm going to be playing off 4 players and see if I can play all 4 players in a game in less than an hour. Normally it's 20 minutes per player, so that'd be an hour and 20 minutes, but I'm going to speed run 4 players by myself. So that's unboxing. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.